I think I'm live. I can't really tell. Hi, kids. Welcome to the show. I'm Perry Kurtz. That's the Keytar. So I'm just going to sit here and wait for people to show up. Hopefully somebody will show up. I don't know. I am live. I'm not sure if anybody can tell. No, that's not showing anything. I'm looking at my Instagram page and I'm really not seeing anything. So I don't know if anybody's here. Oh, I got one person. Hey, who are you? Talk to me. Come on, jump in. Send me, who is it? Who's watching me? This is weird. I'm not used to being, no, I'm used to being looked at. I've had people look at me all the time. Upload a photo. What's this do? I don't know. No, that's like settings. Anybody know how I can watch myself on the computer? I'm clicking everything. So hi, my name's Perry Kurtz. I see one face in the upper right hand corner. And it is now 7 p.m. or 7:01. I don't know, my watch may be a little bit slow. My name's Perry Kurtz. I'm 69 years old. I am a professional comedian. I didn't have a choice with this face. What else could I do? And some people say I've got a good face for radio. I've done that. Used to have a regular radio show in San Francisco from, when did it go? Like midnight to 6 in the morning. Back in those days, Robin Williams was one of my regular guests. Him and I were good friends when I got to San Francisco. I grew up in Philadelphia. Anybody ever heard of Philadelphia? You can chime in if you want. You can even talk to me. I think, I don't know if there's a way for you to be part of this. I thought there was a way. I don't know. But you can talk to me if you like. So I grew up in Philly. Philly is one of the original cities. And they like to talk about how they're such a modern city. They're advanced. Yet all this time they haven't fixed the Liberty Bell. They don't have hot glue. They don't have some brassy looking duct tape that can put over it. No, they don't. And as I said, I grew up there. My mother's back there. She's in a nursing home. She's not doing really well right now. I just found that out 2 days ago. And as far as I know, we're doing a DNR, do not resuscitate. And it's sad because my mother was a very vital and vibrant woman, very, very funny. I spoke to her a couple months ago in the nursing home. I said, Mom, are you pregnant? She goes, I don't know. I'm going to have to wait a month or so. That's where I got my sense of humor. So I grew up there, started doing comedy in Philadelphia. And there was just really, there was no place to work out. There was one or two clubs, so I was driving up to New York. In New York, at Caroline's, where I was at maybe 6, 7 times a year, while I was at Caroline's, I met a guy named Jerry Seinfeld. And we were talking in the lobby, and then they called my name, and I went in. As I walked off the stage, he hit my hand and said, hey, hang out. And so that's a great story, but we'll wait till there are more people here. So who's watching me? I see up there, I see a little tiny head, but I can't tell you who you are. No, it won't give me any information. I'm trying clicking the button. Nothing. Not a clue who's watching me. But he was a great guy. Very nice. And this was before he became a big superstar. He was just a regular comedian, but he was already headlining around the country. While I was up there, I met some of the other comics that were getting started. Larry David was there, but him and Jerry did not know each other at that point. This was back in the 70s. And then in 79, I moved from Philadelphia to San Francisco. And it opened up its Golden Gates, and I landed, and I went to a club called the Punchline, which is still there today. Great club, best club in the world. Packed houses, did the open mic, working out, talking about being from Philadelphia, blah, 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 blah. And there I met people like Ellen DeGeneres, Warren Thomas, who's passed away, the old Rube, Bob Rubin, Steve Kravitz, who's still around, some of the other guys. And I remember when Ellen first came to town. She was still new, and we sort of knew that she wasn't heterosexual, but she didn't make a big deal about it. And then, what was his name? Oh, Bobcat Goldthwait came to town, and he was the screamer. And he got up and he did about 15 minutes, and we were talking. I said, Bob, how long can you keep up the persona? He said, oh, I can only do it for about 20 minutes, and then I pass out. And over a period of time, he kept working out and working out and working out. So San Francisco is a great city. There were also 5 clubs, all within the city limits, and 4 more out of town. So if you're wanting to do a mic, what you got to do, if you want to do stand-up, you got to get up and do it every night. You got to get comfortable being on stage. Like here, you can't be frightened because there's 2 people watching. You know, for me, when I see a camera, I hope there's 1 million people watching. When I did America's Got Talent, there were something like 13 million. And I was so comfortable. You'll have to look that up. But I got screwed royally. They had all these jokes written about me for Howard to read out, which is strange because before I did the show, let's see, what year was that? I think it was like 2006 to 2009. I was a regular on the Howard Stern show, calling in twice a week, and I was calling in as Dr. Ruth Westheimer. Hello, this is Dr. Ruth Westheimer. I'm the sex therapist. Are you having good sex? And so we were taking live calls on the air. And of course, my job was to respond, but keep it clean enough that we weren't knocked off the radio, because back in those days, you had to watch it. This is before he went to Sirius XM. And so I did that for, I don't know, 3-4 years, something like that. And they started paying me, and the money was great, having a good time. And then somebody told Howard that I was working comedian, and he would not let me on the air. And they told me that Howard does not like having anybody on who could possibly be funnier, and he didn't want me spilling the beans that I was a working comic, so I didn't do the show. So when I came out on America's Got Talent, you can look that up on my YouTube page or somewhere else. It's on my regular website called Perry Kurtz, also perryfunny.com. I came walking out in my sequins jacket, and he said, what's your story? I said, well, I'm a rapper and a dancer, and I'm an ex-male stripper. And they edited in one of the Spice Girls going, oh my God. She didn't actually say that. And he had all these jokes about me, and with every joke that he nailed me with, I nailed him back. But they cut out everything that I said back to him, because Howard will not be demeaned. So he just kept insulting me, and I went out and I started rapping, and they edited out my dancing completely. I had the audience on their feet, the balcony was bouncing. I had 64 people in the audience that came down to see me. And they were going crazy for my dancing. And then when I started to rap, I went up, and there was a pop. And they had shut my voice off to the audience. Only the judges and the crew could hear what I was saying. So I did a little bit more, talked about them, talked about the people on the crew. And then they X'd me out. Howard said, that was a complete waste of time. Meanwhile, the audience is standing in back of them with their arms crossed like this. Then he said something else, and then they cut to, well, Perry, thanks for being here. Now the audience is seated, and he's smiling. Between that was a waste of time, and thanks for being here, Howard actually said, your dancing is going to drive me to a gay bar. And I said, Howard, at least I'll welcome you back. Big laugh, and that's when they cut to, Perry, thanks for being here. That's what reality TV is. So some lady named Emily walked me out. She said, "Oh, I'm sorry about that. I guess they just didn't like you." And I go, "Well, it doesn't really make sense. I was doing well." And she's, "What you need to do is call all the talk shows and tell them what they did to you. Talk about Howard Stern." So the next week, I started called ET, Entertainment Tonight, called all the shows I could find. Nobody would talk to me, and they all said the same thing. Howard will pay any amount of money not to be demeaned on television. One of the shows, I think it was Entertainment Tonight, said he paid like $2 million because they had a story on him, an expose, and he paid them $2 million. Just shut up. Now I get calls every year. "You want to come back and do America's Got Talent again? Maybe you could do your Keytar thing." And I went, "No, I don't think so." Now, if you haven't seen the Keytar thing, that's what I did on the James Corden show, the Late Late Show with James. Nicest guy in the world. They saw me at a show called Booby Trap, which is unfortunately on hold. I was supposed to be doing that next month and May and June. If it comes back on, I'll be there. And hi, welcome. I'm Perry Kurtz, otherwise known as PerryFunny.com. And America's Got Talent sent somebody down. They saw me doing my Keytar thing where I make up a song about what the audience is doing. And then I play the Keytar, which I will do in a little while. We're going to wait till we got a couple more people. And then I'll show you the strange way I play. So they brought me down. Now, they keep sending me emails every year. "Would you like to come back and do the show?" And I said, "Is there a chance that I'm going to get screwed again?" And they said, "Yeah, it's a possibility." So last year, I went and did an audition. It was down at the Civic Center here in Los Angeles, and they got me right in. I was in there 20 minutes, and they walked me into this big room, and there's a guy playing guitar like Jimi Hendrix. I mean, phenomenal. And the woman actually said to the guy, "Excuse me, can you wait for a minute? We got to look at this gentleman here." He walks out. I walk up. I got the Keytar. And the guy goes, "Oh, you're the guy we fucked in 2012. And I said, "Yeah, what happened?" He said, "Didn't Emily tell you when they were walking out?" I said, "No, she didn't say that." He says, "Oh, well, we had a bunch of kids on the show that day, and they were terrible. And we have to kick one person or group off every show. And we thought it wasn't going to hurt your feelings, so we kicked your ass off." Wow, I've already lost 3 people just telling that story. So, should I do some jokes? Okay. You ever been masturbating on your mother's pillow? And all of a sudden she opens her eyes. Well, your mother said hello. Say hello. So my name is Perry Kurtz. That's Perry, as in Perry Como. You probably don't remember him. Perry Ellis. Now there's Katy Perry. Only she's a woman. I'm a man. Don't make me prove that. I proved it last week. She looked down and said, "Oh, you're Jewish." That was a dick joke. Dick jokes are very popular in comedy. You can always tell a dick joke because they stick out in the comics act, and we slip them in every chance we can. And when it comes to dick jokes, people eat them right up. Hey, folks. By the way, this is my real hair. This is not a helmet. This is the slinky look. And people always ask, "Do you darken your hair?" Yeah, I darken it, and then I put the color back in. So I have a lot of information, a lot of jokes about the way I look. First of all, I'm not Larry King's retarded cousin. I'm not Billie Jean King, the tennis player. I'm not a 10-year-old boy with progeria. I'm also not a Chinese lesbian. Hi, how you doing? I actually use that one. I go to lesbian bars and I stand in the corner. I wait for women to walk up and they usually say, "Hi, who are you?" And I go, "Hi, how are you?" And they go, "What's your name?" I go, "I'm Sandy." And they go, "Oh, Sandy." And we talk and I get them laughing and they take me home. The first thing they do is they pull my pants down and they reach down and they grab my penis and they go, "Oh, you have a large clitoris." And I go, "Yes, I do." And they put it right in their mouth. Well, about 30 seconds later, I'm done, and I'm pulling up my pants and running the hell out of there before they kick my ass. Because I know I look like I'm a tough guy. I mean, I got this. But I'm really not as tough as I look. So I try to use whatever I can. These days, when I used to go out, I would go to karaoke bars, and I would get up and I would make up songs about whatever the crowd is doing as they're doing it and get them involved. My favorite song right now is Bad Guy. I love doing Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. And then the other one is Let It Go. When I do Let It Go, I get all the women to sing, let it go, and then the rest I make up about them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the Keytar, and we're only going to go till about maybe another 5 minutes, because this is kind of tiring and exhausting, even though I am sitting down. So this is a Keytar. Turn it this way so you can see it upright. And this came out, these were around in the 80s. The bands all had that. And what I did is I put the word Perry Funny on there, because people would look at it and that way they would think, oh, Perry Funny. Okay, that's my name. Perry Funny. I came up with that years ago. People would say, what's your name? I go, Perry Kurtz. And they go, what is it? They go, Perry Kurtz. I said, Perry Funny. And they would actually go, oh, like very funny. Oh, I get it now. So you gotta spell it out to people. So one of the things I like to do, as I said, is I like to make up songs. And one of my favorite songs to do is a song called Louie, Louie. And hopefully you'll sing the lyric at home. The part you get to sing is Louie, Louie, oh baby, we gotta go now. Ay, 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 ay. And before I get started, if you're there and you're still watching, I would greatly appreciate it if you get at the bottom of the screen there, there's the a bunch of little marks there, and one looks like a talk circle. It's like a rectangle with an arrow coming down. If you could please hit that and tell me who's watching so I know who to talk to. And if I know who's there, I will include you in my song. So if you got a suggestion, tell me what to do. But in the meanwhile, let's get this thing started. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do a song, but I suggest that you don't sing along, cause I will not hear you, but you'll hear yourself at home. So I guess I gotta do this song alone. I said, Louie, Louie, oh baby, we gotta go now. Ay, 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 Louie, Louie, oh baby, we gotta go now. Ay, 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 now I can't hear you, I don't see no words. I thought you'd be included, I guess that's for the birds. We're down to 5 people, but I only see 3 heads. I'm up here and singing and talking's what I said. So I hope you'll get involved and jam with me. We got one more. Who are you? Please talk to me. At the bottom, you can actually put up a chat. If you tell me who you are, I'll put you in. How you like that? Louie, Louie, oh baby, we gotta go now. Ay, 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 I said a Louie, Louie, oh baby, we gotta go now. Ay, 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 yeah. And then you bend it. So come on, folks, jump in. Who's watching? Tell me your name, and I'll put your name in. I'll make you part of the show. You get a lyric of your own. That's right, because right now I'm all alone. So come on, join in and tell me who is there. I know you're still there, so somebody must care. I'm almost running out of time, it's almost time to go. So I guess I'll do my big shtick for yo. You ready? Don't try this at home. Yeah, you're probably laughing. My tongue's bleeding. You know, I do that stuff when I do the senior shows. And let me tell you how that ending piece goes. The women in the crowd go crazy for me, 'cause I guess they like that activity. Yep, they even yell and weird things come out, and I do that stuff and I never have doubt. Weirdest thing I've heard was one lady yelled, "Hey, you're my ride home." I had one lady come up to me, she was 105, 6 feet tall, walked up to me sideways like John Wayne, threw her arm around my head, and she says, "Hey honey, I really love your comedy, you're very funny. But listen, my husband's not doing really good. Why don't you come back and see me in 6 months?" And I was like, okay. And she grabbed my head, put her hand on my face, turned my face towards her, and planted one right on my lips. And it was for 3 seconds. And I know it was for 3 seconds because I heard myself counting. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. And she pulled away and my teeth had cut into my lips. And she's like, "Okay, baby, I'll see you when you come back. I'll make you some chocolate chip cookies." And she waddled away. So now we're up to 9 people. Maybe we'll get to 10. Well, that other one split. Who knows when we'll get more. I'm going to try and do this every night. If not here, we might just do Facebook Live. Maybe I'll even try and do a Zoom, and then you can be part of it and I can see you. So keep watching Facebook. I'll post the event every day. There ain't much more I can do. That's all I can say. And that's the end of the Keytar. And so that was the Keytar bit. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm Perry Kurtz. I'm going to wrap it up here. I want to thank the 6 or 7 of you, or the few that have been here from the start. If you'd like, drop me a line. If you really enjoyed what I do, I'm struggling. I have no money because I make all my money at senior shows. Once the virus hit, the senior shows closed. I was done. So if you want to drop me some money, you can send me something at Venmo at Perry Kurtz, PerryKurtz, or paypal.me/PerryFunny. All right, I'm going to leave you guys with a joke. It's not mine, but it's my favorite joke, and I only use it when I get a callback or a standing ovation. And I get them like every 20 shows. There's 2 guys sitting in a bar. One says to the other one, "You know, I went to go skydiving yesterday, but it didn't work out." His friend says, "What do you mean it didn't work out? You're here." He says, No. I had the parachute on, and I got to the door of the plane. I was ready to jump out, and I chickened out." And his friend says, "So what happened? Did you jump?" He says, "Well, the instructor said, either you jump or I'll butt fuck you." And his friend says, "So did you jump?" And he goes, "Yeah, a little at first." When my mother told me that joke, I thought I was going to die because I didn't know she was still in the skydiving. I was giving you guys some laugh time. So you can always find me at perrykurtz.com. I've got a lot of videos on my YouTube page, which is also called Perry Kurtz. I'm on Facebook as Perry Kurtz. I'm on Instagram as Perry Kurtz. I'm on Twitter as Perry Kurtz. On Instagram, every day I put up at least 3 pictures. A lot of them are scenic shots. I take a lot of sky shots. I love sunsets. And I used to go to art school. I don't know if you can see this back here, but that is a painting I did from the inside of an orange inside art school. And I don't know if it will enlarge or not. Nope, I can't blow it up. But I cut an orange in half and I put a magnifying glass over it. And I did a painting. And as I was working on it, I started to see things. I started to see faces and people. And there's a bird and there's a little guy sitting there. And there's a side view of a baby's face. They're all there and there. Okay, I was doing mushrooms. Man, I wish I could get some shrooms now. If anybody knows where to get shrooms, let me know. Anyway, so I was an artist. So now when I take pictures, they're compositionally correct, and I've got lots of them. So keep your eye on Instagram. Every day I'll put up 3 pictures, sometimes videos from my life. And if you want to see what I do live, go to my YouTube page, which is called Perry Kurtz. There's about 500 videos. Most of them are karaoke, me rapping, making up songs about the crowd, where you will see that very frequently, and I don't know why, women physically attack me, but in a nice way. They grind on me, they rub on me, they touch me, they twerk on me. It's not easy being cheap. The things I got to do to make people happy. I actually had 2 blondes try to undress me one night. They actually took off my jacket, pulled down my suspenders, they kept trying to pull my pants down. So those videos are up there. And then one of the later ones, one of the newer ones, is there were 2 very tall women who would not leave me alone. They just hung all over me the whole time I was singing. It was terrible. Okay, it was pretty good. I had a great time. So again, stop by, look me up, Google Perry Kurtz, Perrykurtz. I'm on all the social media as Perry Kurtz. And if you liked what I do, Venmo, Perry Kurtz, or paypal.me/PerryFunny. You guys, I appreciate the 10 of you. Whoever you are, please drop me a line on Facebook. Let me know you were there, and I promise I will respond. I'm going to get on Facebook right after I get off here and see who's watching, see what's going on. And I thank you all, and please take care of yourself. I am social distancing. I had to go to a doctor and get a shot in my hip. That's always fun. And then I went to a post office where I had to wait almost 20 minutes. And everybody was social distancing. They got the lines on the floor so you don't get close. And yeah, that's the first time I've really been around people, except when I go to the market. I go to the market usually 10 o'clock. I go to Ralph's on Burbank, and they're open from 10 to 11, and there's really no crowd. I go in there and buy whatever I need to get. So that's it for me. Thank you all for being here. I love you all. I hope you enjoyed what I do. Watch Facebook for the Facebook event, which will say where I'm posting this, where we're going to do it. I'm going to figure out a way of getting you guys involved. I was hoping somebody would talk to me. I did this once before on Facebook, and people were chatting with me all the time, but it doesn't seem to be happening here. Otherwise, whoever you are, take care of yourself. I love you for being here. Take care of each other, and just hold on. Hold on. We're getting through this. The numbers are not going up. The death numbers are going up, but the amount that we're finding out have it are going down. And don't visit any nursing homes. Like I said, my mom is in a nursing home, and she's on her last legs. So that's it. My name's Perry Kurtz. You guys have been great. Take care of yourselves, and remember, I really do love you.